Coming out with it, it's Hill. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Moore. Right side, it's Stewart. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Under pressure. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd down to the air. Out wide left, it's Cook. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Makes a grab and room to run. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense.
He unleashes a long way. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And as he throws, just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions.
Breaks away on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Trying the run, it's Lacy. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Chambliss. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's inside. It's Davison. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Cuts it upfield. It's Hill. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Hooks. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. From the red zone, it's Davison. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Pass to 6. At the 40, there he goes. Running free. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is another incredible run by this guy, David. We're only in the second quarter. That's already his second rushing touchdown. If he stays in the game, he might run for 400 yards in this one day.
He's going to put up whatever he wants. This is a dream scenario, man. If you get close to this in a game, you're happy about it. Give him the ball more often. This defense, they better find some answers, because right now it looks like a grown-up and children running after him trying to tackle him.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. More to throw for it on 4th down. Going long. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quick give. It's Lacey. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snaps on 4th down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Moore with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. On the run, it's Lacey.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Caught. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats. And
lots of room to run. He's at the 10, into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. He's finally brought down after a big return. Was almost a whole lot bigger. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Sends it back in motion. Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Hooks. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Moore. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Rashad Downs going up top. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. In the red area, it's Davison. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. He's going to let it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Look out! Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the return, it's Alexander. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Rebels offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean,
open field on the right. The 30, past the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run it. It's Frazier. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's dropped.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect, and then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. From the gun, it's Davison. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Throwing more. Shoots it to the left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Right side, it's Hooks. Across the 25, he's got room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm, no foul.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the ball.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Here's Moore to throw. Left side, it's Johnson. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
When I have all that speed on the field, I gotta find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Finds his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore, play action. Rush right in his face. Sliding to his left. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Can't hang on after the hit, and 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Ducks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. 4th down, more. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Quarterback changing the play. Drops back. It's Chambliss. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's got the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Wants to throw on 1st. Out wide left, it's Haas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. The handoff. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Moore. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe.
Snags it, and he's open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dante Moore takes a hit as he fires. Just barely got rid of it.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
They're all over it, and it's a sack.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He wants a big play here late. Goes high to pull it in. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing more. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, pressure's coming. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
From the red zone, looking for a man. pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Trying to punch it in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. 25 ticks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's more to throw. Under pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, it can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Again, it's Moore. Looking to get it in. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a 2-point try to tie the game. Moore. Rushes on, and they got it.
And you just feel like that was the ball game, right? You're trailing by 2. You need that play to tie it up, but the defense comes away with a huge stop. And with very few seconds left on the clock, guys, that feels like ball game.
They'll line up for the onside kick, just 1 second to play, and really their only hope is some type of penalty for an untimed down. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Just have to take care of the football here, and they'll get out with a win. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, It's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.